running backs just wrapped up running the 40-yard dash, and we got some times to look at. We also got to look at the vertical, the broad jump, and everything else. A big winner today, a huge winner today was Trey Benson. He lit up the track with a 4.39 40-yard dash. Lit up social media when that happened. It blew up. Twitter went rampant over that time. 4.39 at 216 pounds. Good size adjusted speed score there. Is up there with some of the top running backs in the National Football League. And he's a thick running back who can move. He's got burst. He can run between the tackles. He can move and get you yards after contact. He had a very good combine. Over 10 feet on the broad jump. 33.5-inch vertical, which is a little bit down, but the 20-yard split, 2.56, 10-yard split, 1.54, a RAS of 9.78, all unofficial when it comes to the times for the 40-yard dash. That could increase or decrease, but still, we saw him run on the track, we saw him cook, we saw him blaze, and we know he's a bigger, thicker running back that can move. But I'm going to say the same story with his running back class. Fits, draft capital is going to matter, but I feel like he's solidified to be in day 2. I feel like he has earned that role. I feel like that's what the universe is saying right now. Day 2 prospect. I've been wondering, what's the NFL going to think about this guy? Because when I watch him on tape, I see this, this, and this, and this. Very explosive, thick, can get you yards after contact. And then you see these few plays, trying to stretch it out, not happening. And you're like, man, what's the NFL going to think about this guy? I think the numbers are going to carry weight here. I think he's going to get some good opportunity in the draft. Might be the first running back selected, maybe the second, but he's going to go early, day 2. He's going to be a second-round selection more than likely, early third-round selection at worst. He's not falling out of the third round, and if that happens, there's going to be some blips on the radar that cause that. But looking at the size of just athleticism, looking at the pop and the step, looking at the tape from what I like in the tape, looking at that upside, and thinking all it takes is a couple teams to buy in, I feel like the upside's there enough to where they're going to be like, hey, let's pull the trigger. That being said, for his dynasty stock, just look for where he goes out in the draft. Look at the value, team fit, and everything else, because that's what I'm looking at for this running back class. I feel like the draft capital is going to be there, and I think he's going to be pushing for a first-round pick in rookie drafts if he goes in the right spot, gets that draft capital. If he goes in the second round and it's in a juicy spot, it's wheels up and the price is going to increase. If it's third round and it's so-so, then he's going to be in a competitive spot later first, early second, somewhere around there in that range. But I'm looking at the whole macro view of this running back class, seeing where they land. Is he moving up? I feel a little bit better about him, but I'm not really moving people around. I'll say one thing about this running back class is I was expecting him to post good numbers, but the bottom tier running backs, none of those guys, or not many of those guys, really went out of their way to post good numbers, to exceed expectations, and that submitted a guy like Trey Benson here, who did what they needed to do at the combine, win the damn thing, and that's really going to help their stock, especially now you're like, hey, I can't really wait for running back. I got to get this running back. I got to go after him because I don't have much underneath him to really rely on. We're going to dig deeper into those numbers, into those running backs to see what we can dig up in the 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th rounds of rookie drafts, how deep you got to go. But still, Trey Benson won the combine, looked good. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Make sure you hit that subscribe button on the way out. I want to thank you for watching. Catch you on the next video.